Hello again, everybody. Beau James right here with a brand new episode of Southern States Wrestling. Glad you took a little part of your week out to spend some time with us. We got a great program for you here today. We're going to recap with some stuff that's went on the last couple of weeks here on SSW. You're going to hear from Shawn Cruz in just a moment. We're going to take a look at Big Rig Jake Break against Krunch The Equalizer, the wild man Krunch The Equalizer, who laid out a plan to get the Giant. And we're going to take a look at that right here today. But what I want to go ahead and do is get our first break out of the way, let you know about the Southern States Wrestling Network. And as we go to break, you're going to hear from Shawn Cruz as he talks about his return to Southern States Wrestling.
It's another day closer. And the question on everybody's mind is, where's Shawn Cruz? Plain and simple, the Legion of Juice has our own timeline, folks. And whether you see one or two or all three, it's all going to break loose when we're together. And we're going to know when. And you're just going to have to stay tuned.
Wrestling fans, I have just signed the biggest deal that AMW has ever signed. It's the biggest deal ever signed in the state. I have signed World Travel, the Heat Seekers, to take on none other than the AMW Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, the Rock and Roll Express.
When you talking about the Heat Seekers, you know, I heard they've been over in Japan just beating up everybody. Let me tell you something, Heat Seekers. We are the AMW Tag Team Champions. You want to make a name for yourself? Be in Barberville and see what you can do.
You know what, Robert? I love it when these young talent comes around the world and they want to use the Rock and Roll Express for a stepping stone.
Many have tried.
But you know what? Barberville they know the Rock and Roll Express. They know what we can do. We might have got a little older, but we got a whole lot smarter. Young kids like you, we'll be looking forward to seeing you. All the fans in Barberville, Harlan, it don't matter where you're from, Pikeville, come and see us. We'll be there in Barbersville, Kentucky, January the 19th.
Don't miss it.
You saw him a big part over the years of Southern States Wrestling, a big part of Appalachian Mountain Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the WWE Hall of Famers Ricky Morton, Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express. And if you're watching this program when it drops on Saturday the 19th of January and you're anywhere near Barboursville, Kentucky, you need to be there at the middle school downtown on Main Street for a big night of Appalachian Mountain Wrestling right there featuring the Rock and Roll Express. Now let's go on, take a look right now, as it was signed and set up for Krunch The Equalizer to face the 7-foot, 500-pound giant Big Rig Jake Brake. Krunch had a plan. He comes out with a doctor's excuse. Well, let's just go take a look at it so you can see what happened.
Tell them what it says.
It says, Krunch is under my care. He cannot exert himself. He cannot wrestle for at least a month. Dr. Shawn.
Right.
12/20/18.
Does that look like a Hey, he is licensed to practice medicine here in Sullivan County, Hawkins County, plumb over to Green County. He can practice medicine out here. And if it wasn't for my foot bothering me like it is, I got this doctor's excuse, I pulled this big guy from Broad Street all the way around the church circle back.
I think you're scared of it.
No, I'm not scared of
I think
it.
you're scared. Hey, Donnie, bring him out here, Donnie, so they can see why Krunch is scared.
I'm not scared. I got a doctor's excuse right here, Bo. You don't have me sticking your nose in.
I think you're scared of it. Shenanigans, his doctor's excuse, a note from Epstein's mother, arguing with the people. It looks like Krunch is finally going to get in the ring, and Big Rig Jake Brake is standing there waiting on him. Well, I thought Krunch was going to enter the ring, but he says his foot's hurting him, and he's went to the other side of the ring now. Once again, complaining about his foot. Well, we got the introductions, yet Krunch has still not got in the ring. He's went on with all this about a doctor's note. Now he's complaining about his foot out here, saying he's got to rest his foot before he gets in the ring. I've not heard anything about any kind of injury. I've not heard anything about him being hurt in a match, but yet he still has not got in the ring. Big Rig Jake Brake waiting on him. Krunch still hesitant to get in the ring, telling referee Jake Booth to make him get back. As soon as Jake Brake makes a step, Krunch goes back towards the floor, still complaining about his foot. Once again, back on the floor. Krunch has always been a wild man, unpredictable. You never knew what was coming from him, but I've never seen him back down from a fight, and it looks like he's backing down from a fight right here tonight. He doesn't want any part of the Giant. Well, maybe he's going to get, he's back up on the ring apron. He's saying this time he's going, wait a minute, here come the Hogs. Through the front door of the building, here came the Hogs, and PD just clipped Jake Brake's knee, and they've got him down. 2-on-1 as Krunch just stands on the outside watching. Now they're choking the Giant on the ropes. I'm going to tell you, they might be two of them, but I have seen and I have felt what this 7-foot, 500-pound monster can do to you. Both of them now back on him, trying to do a number on him here. Krunch leading from outside, directing traffic. They're going to try to, I don't think they threw him across the ring. I think he just took off and ran right through their clothesline and gives both of them one. He ran right through their double clothesline. They didn't throw him across the ring. The Giant just took off. And Big Rig signaling for the choke slam right here. Is this the match? Is it now turned into PD against Jake Brake? And you see PD kind of froze in fear. Big Rig Jake Brake gets him up and he grabs a hold of the rafters trying to hold on. I think that was smart, but maybe not. Oh my goodness, as Jake Brake just dropped him right there. 1, 2, 3, the referee's going to count it. They're going to make it an official match. Now you see Krunch the Equalizer finally getting in the ring. Now are we going to have the match between the Giant and Krunch? You better watch out for JD behind there. JD, I don't think he hurt the Giant. I think he's just got his attention. And the Giant is loose, headbutt to JD. JD goes down and Krunch is out of the ring once again complaining about his foot. Now what does Krunch have to say?
And the promotion of this show out here.
See the Giants still feeling the effects of being choked on the rope. JD Hogg, PD Hogg, Krunch the Equalizer, all three up at the ring. The Giant telling them, come on in here, one at a time, or all three of you. He's giving you an open invitation. And you see the Hogs leaving here. Krunch went out the side, I think, to get away from the Giant. Something tells me that this is not the end of things between Krunch the Equalizer and Big Rig Jake Brake. Once again, your winner, Big Rig Jake Brake, over PD Lawson. As you see the replay, PD tried to hold on to the rafters to save himself, but he just turned it into a worse situation as Big Rig just dropped him on the mat. Right there, seen from both angles. See the fans love the Big Giant. Let's hear more about the Southern States Wrestling Network. back to Southern States Wrestling. There, to remind you tonight, Barbersville, Kentucky, a big night right there at the middle school right downtown on Main Street in Barbersville. Hope to see you there if you live anywhere in the area. I got a big match against the Mega Destroyer. My hair on the line against his mask tonight in Barbersville, Kentucky. Now, what I want to do is take a look at the Mega Destroyer and Lemonjuice McGee and their buddy Daniel Richards, the Southern States Heavyweight Champion. Some of the stuff that's went on here the last couple of weeks. Then you're going to hear from the trio as they talk about what you're going to see right here next week on Southern States Wrestling.
Where he can deliver the most punishment as Mega Destroyer staying with that strategy. As Adkins back up though, and right back down. Mega Destroyer, he is double tough, no question about that. As he is once again grounded Wade Adkins, trying to keep him down, keep him on that canvas where he can control him, and Adkins can't get his high-flying arsenal going. Because Wade Adkins certainly can hit him with some great maneuvers from the top of the second rope. Adkins now back up to vertical base, and he is trying to create separation. He did right there, ducked under that clothesline. Adkins again comes across and caught him with an elbow right there. Kind of flying elbow there. As Adkins now feeling good. He's back on his feet. He's firing in a series of shots now on the Mega Destroyer. He's got him rocking and rolling. Into the ropes he goes. They caught him right there. Nicely executed drop kick by Wade Adkins. He's getting that high-flying game going that I was talking about. Atkins certainly takes those high risks in the ring, and they often pay off for him. Wait a minute, Lemonjuice McGee right there just took his boot off. Look out, what is he? He just crowned Wade Adkins with that boot, and it's probably loaded. It's got to be loaded with some sort. We've seen Lemonjuice do this before. Oh, referee's got the 3 count right there as the Mega Destroyer, and they have stolen this victory from Wade Adkins here with that loaded boot of Lemonjuice McGee. Dirty tactics right there, paying off for him, unfortunately, as Lemonjuice McGee and the Mega Destroyer have captured a victory against Wade Adkins here on Southern States Wrestling. And we're going to go now to hear some words from Lemonjuice McGee and the Mega Destroyer. Richards here arguing with the referees. The referee, I think, maybe has got an idea something's going on here. Richards again goes to that object. Oh, and he caught Beau with it again. Daniel Richards employing that foreign object here quite effectively. Caught Beau with a big kick. Comes across, elbow smash. Got the leg hook. Referee's in. There's 2, and Beau was able to kick out once again. And Beau caught him right there. I tell you what, never underestimate Beau James. He can take a beating and keep right on dishing one out as well. Seen it many times. Whatever it was, Daniel Richards just dropped that foreign object. He's dropped it. As Beau James now going to work on him. I think Beau now, he is taking care of business. He's got Richards in a ton of trouble at this point. Now he's got him in the sleeper hold. This could do it right here. Beau James put Mini Man to sleep with the sleeper hold. As Lemonjuice McGee now is up on the apron. Misty James comes around, takes care of that problem. And she's got McGee neutralized at this point in time. The referee's out at ringside with them. Beau James has still got that sleeper hold on Daniel Richards. As, oh, wait a minute, here comes trouble from the back. As the Mega Destroyer right there just loaded his mask. He just put a foreign object in his mask. Oh, and he caught Beau James right in the temple. Right in the temple. Mega Destroyer loaded up that mask with a foreign object and headbutted Beau James right in the temple. This could do it if the referee didn't see anything. He's going for the count right here. Oh, my. What a robbery. The Mega Destroyer with a loaded mask hit Beau James right in the temple. Could be some serious damage right there. And Daniel Richards has stolen this victory from Beau James, this rematch. Wade Adkins is down. Misty James in the ring, checking on Beau.
I don't don't know. Are you going to be okay? I mean, it's ridiculous. All of this is ridiculous. Mega Destroyer knows you're the champion. They can't treat you that way. That's underhanded tactics all the way from Beau James. And now they're saying a 6-man tag match with Misty James and Beau and Wayne Adkins against you, the champion, and you, the Mega Destroyer, and me, Lemonjuice McGee. I'm not dressed to wrestle. I'm not a wrestler. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
You're an amazing lover.
What? Wait.
Let me rephrase that. The point is, first of all, I hear about all the Southern hospitality, but I get slapped in the face, I get my ears pulled, and then my nipples, my manly pecs. Beau James, you put your hand on my pecs and you slap them off. The ref just lets it go. Because you know what? There is collusion, there's conspiracy, and that's very familiar to the people here. But they just turn a blind eye to it, just like they turn a blind eye to Beau James' tactics. But when we join forces, you, me, and the Mega D, man, I'm so proud. He is so tough. He is unbelievably tough. And you have a fighting spirit. We saw what you did previously when you and I were teamed together. There's nothing together that you and I can't accomplish. And then with the Mega Destroyer on our side, we've got this. Okay.
Lemonjuice seems to be a little nervous, seems to be a little scared, and he should be, because next week right here on Southern States Wrestling, he is going to be on the ring, in the corner, 6-person tag. Lemonjuice McGee leads his men of Daniel Richards and the Mega Destroyer in the battle against myself, Wayne Adkins, and my wife, Misty James. And I know Misty's looking forward to getting a chance to put her hands on Lemonjuice right here next week. And I hope Lemonjuice knows, and I hope Daniel Richards knows, and I hope the Mega Destroyer knows when we come for that match right here next week on Southern States Wrestling. We're not coming for a wrestling match, we're coming to fight. And I hope all 3 of you are ready to fight, but I don't believe you are, because each and every time you have it equal, when you don't have the numbers games, you all hightail it out of there. You take off and run for your lives. Next week, no running, no hiding. All 6 of us in the ring. And I think one of us is going to get our hands on Lemonjuice McGee, and we're going to prove to you, Lemon, you got no business being anywhere in the ring, around the ring. You should be buying a ticket, sitting in the crowd. Hope each and every one of you join us right here next week. May God bless each and every one of you. Until then, so long from the volunteer state of Tennessee.